Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, I got three in here. That was quick. This is more of an impromptu live. Kind of going to cover some subjects real quick. Haven't been around too much lately and haven't been done any lives in a while, so I thought I'd do one based on some recent, well, we'll just say recent shit that came up in the world. Happy 250th to the USA. Celebrated our 4th yesterday. I sat in my basement with my dogs. They don't like that stuff at all. But anyway, I'm not going to wait too long for people here. This was more of an impromptu. I just kind of wanted to put something out on what's going on in the Elfin Raceway series here. So last night it rained here pretty bad again, as usual. It always rains on 4th of July. I think they know. So I got Dojo here. Hey, John Tucci. Welcome. Just an impromptu. I'm going to keep saying that when people enter. It wasn't really a planned one. So I'm just going to kind of go over a couple things I had planned for a live, but I didn't set it up because I didn't get what I wanted done this weekend done. So, and I'll explain that here in just a minute. Basically, it rained last night. Rained pretty bad again. If Chad was here, he'd tell you the same thing. It rains on 4th of July, man. I don't know why it does it every year around here. It's because of the river valley. Humidity's always up, Anyway, my basement took on water again. Surprise, surprise. That's kind of why it made me bring up this impromptu. So going forward, my track will no longer be in that room. I'm done. I've been fighting it's a charade. I've been fighting that water problem until I can get it fixed. That room is basically no good to me anymore. Every time it rains, I usually don't get water, but when it rains heavy, I get about an inch of water in that room because it used to be a garage. So my table's made of wood. They keep soaking in that water until I can get it out of there. Nico, Frank Million, how you doing? Welcome. So it sounds like I'm doing a bitching session, but I'm just. You ever gotten frustrated with something so bad? Matter of fact, who was I was talking to? Oh, I was on Pete's live last night. They were talking about moisture to scale electric track. Thank God I got a Carrera track. I don't know Polycar. I don't think Polycar rusts either. If anybody can answer that in the chat, go ahead. I have not seen any rust on my track that I've had. And it sat around quite a bit in that room when I wasn't using it. So, yeah. So I'm working on this room beside me here, beside the office, which is where I originally had the track, but that video's been deleted off the account a long time ago. It was the first one I ever had. It looked very similar to Massimo's track at the time. Now, the only problem I'm going to have is it's going to be up against the wall. There's, from the doorway that's sitting right here to my left, there is a 6-foot section going back towards behind me, behind the wall. So this room is 9 by 9 by 9 by 9 by 9 by 9. Track is okay. Yes, the track is good. The problem is every time it rains like that, and for some reason our season seems to be off, it's very hard to work in there when everything's wet and you're sliding all over the place and straining muscles and this, that, and the other. And I've just had enough. I need to get a sump pump in. I'm going to do it myself. I need to get luckily my son works for a construction company. Well, his grandpa owns it. So I'm going to try and get a jackhammer from him. I'm going to bust out some concrete and drop something in there. However, in this other room, other than taking away this 9 foot of space going across, it's 15 foot to the back wall, which up against the wall, 6 foot wide, 15 feet across. I have 15 feet going back across the other way, but there's a bathroom door at the end of that. So I'd have to bring it back probably about 2 feet, to make sure the door covers or cross can still be opened. And I could probably put a small thing there, or I could bring it out in the middle of the room. I could go up to 12 feet across and still have 3.5 feet before I hit any walls. I want to give myself space to get around the table if I have to. Plus, there's also windows in this room, so I have to be able to open them when it's nice weather out. I just finished that other track. and I was all excited about it. I actually like it. Had some great ideas coming forward. You can see back behind me, I've got a bunch of stuff I've been organizing all weekend. Props, figures, car stuff is over here. Can't see it in the camera. Um, just different things. The track, I've been doing some elevations with the foam board, and I'm doing well, but not doing well with it. It's a learned process because you think you have an idea how you want to cut out. Because I've got a hot knife that I cut with. So welcome Tad. So with the hot knife, I can cut around and make the shape I want. And then when you do it, you see it in your head when you're putting it out there. But then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're cutting it, and it's not going the way you thought it was going to go. And there's no wrong way to do it. I could leave it that way, but it's just when you have a vision of something, you want it as close as possible within your realm of being able to do it. So I've always liked the track being in that room because I can put it. It's 20 feet long, so I'd lose roughly about 5 feet of track, but I could gain it going. I lose more than that really when you think about it. 6 foot track wide. Mine's 8 foot wide right now. I could 8 foot it all the way up to this door and make it 8, or go down to 6 behind the door, and maybe that'll work. I haven't gotten that far yet. I just know I'm tired of the water, and I made the decision to quit playing charades with this thing and go ahead and move it to this other room. Now, for those of you who've been following me for a long time, this is nothing new. I change tracks all the time, especially when I, got something going good and I change it. This is not the reason. It's not one of those I think I can do better. I actually like my track, but I do have some questions. I only had one, so I wanted to ask it real quick, just as a general question. When you're building a track, and many of you have, the question would be, should a track be built for a good pace or for speed? And I'm going to ask that to you guys out there and see what you guys come up with for an answer. I built that last track for speed. So I have long straightaways and I have wide curves. Mainly consists of 415 and 330s with just a few 230s. All 160s have been taken out in the career track. So, and I have excess track everywhere. So I have room to build more if I wanted to. I could make a spaghetti track. Would be crazy. I could go way up, have some fun with some track. But yeah, basically, John, that's what I'm asking for fun. Would you want one if you were to go to a track? And I'm not asking this because I want to build it the way you guys want it built. It's a question I've had in my head. There for a while, I was building a whimsical track, and I had fun with that. Then I got to the point where it seemed like everybody was talking about speed, and I started thinking about the speed of cars. And I have several NSRs or the higher up cars. Well, you need more track for that because on a regular Carrera short track, they're not much fun because you can't do anything with them. You can't get enough power to them to actually enjoy them. So I definitely want it to be a long track, but I was wanting to know how you guys see it. Is it better to have a nice paced track where you have some great straightaways where you can take off, but you got a good pace to, what's it called? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. See, this is where I skip up. Hey, David, you're up early. You must be getting ready to go to work or something. Holy cow. A technical track, but not too technical because I just don't like 160 curves. Being as I run the track myself, and generally most of us do, nobody likes chasing their cars all over the table. So I try to keep mine where it's smooth enough that I can run it without having to every 2 seconds run around the table to go get the car and put it back on the table. It's 5:30 a.m. there. Is it really? Well, about 5:30 in the morning, I'll be at work. So I was just trying to figure out some ideas. I was looking at a track earlier today, and I forget who it was. It was a track somebody I don't follow or hadn't followed. It was from about 6 years ago or something like that. So I didn't follow him yet, but Anyway, he had. I don't. I don't believe in maxing out a table. I don't believe in taking a track and maxing out the total distance of the whole table. People do that with trains, and when I was in trains, doing trains, people like to max out their table with the trains, and they leave less for scenery. However, scenery is a question in hand too, because when you put scenery in, you have to think about your visual of the table. Um, you got too many buildings. Yeah, it looks great on the layout, but you can't if you got a track going behind it. You can't necessarily see those cars unless you're on a different angle of the track, or in most cases, I'm staying at the pit lane. So, um, and that's what I was thinking, John. Yeah, something fast around the outside, do some small, semi-smooth technical in the middle. But is that what you're looking for? Are you looking for something that's technical, or are you looking for something that's just high speed? Because it seems like everybody's always worried about speed over technical, but at the same time, I mean, I can make an oval track. I'm not a big fan of oval tracks. That's just my personal opinion. Because you're just going around in a circle. That's why I kind of stopped following NASCAR. I just got bored with it going around the track. Um, so I was kind of coming up with that. However, I was looking at some, as you guys think about those for a minute. I did want to bring up a little prop to it's going to be a new thing I add to. It's called the Santa's List. Um, so videos or cars or whatever I've seen this week that I just wanted to make a special interest of. And the Slot Craftmaster had a great video this week, and it was not showing his track, showing a car. He was taking a walk with his dog, and I'm going to have to give him kudos because he brought up what it was about. He called it the paddock and why slot cars, and he explains in detail, how we all have that kid inside of us. That's why we do this, and we want to have that fun. I think all men are built that way. It's just we get strained to other things. So slot car, Nico, you say go for a technical track, but how technical do you want it to be? I mean, am I wanting to fill it in? And I'm not asking this to make decisions for my track. I'm making it because as something I can consider when I go to put it in this room, because obviously I'm going to have to change the whole dynamic of everything I'm doing. Um, and that's why I labeled this apologies. This year I wanted to have a track ready by Christmas. I wanted to show exactly what I was talking about, and I still think I can do that. I still have plenty of time. It's Christmas in July, so I got a little bit of time. But and I also wanted to have a little proxy I was going to bring up. I could bring it up today, I guess, since it is July. I was going to bring it up in July anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about one long straight, definitely across the back, probably. Because if I make it wide enough, I don't want a lot of technical in the back where you have to go reaching for it, especially up against the wall. So yeah, so I've been considering that, and then I've got those two 415s, which I won't lie, I love my 415 turn because it just gives you that speed to get into that straightaway and take off like a bat out of hell. Which who doesn't love that? Or maintain a speed if you're coming down. I always had it on both ends of my table. On this last track layout, I took it out. I had a 415 going up the hill, then it come across to a 230, and then turned back across those bridges and came across. If you remember my track from earlier, was it this week I put it out or last week? See, I get lost. So, but like I said, he came across, and then I tried to make it a little technical. Hit the bank curve, which maintained the speed. Came back down a straightaway. It hit a 230, 415, 330 curve. Then went back over, hit a 338, 415 into the curve that comes back around to the pit lane. It was kind of short in general, but I'd also added a train to the layout. I had room for all my buildings. I had this all figured out. As a matter of fact, a lot of the time I'm spending with track time, I'm also fixing all these buildings because I've moved them around so many times. The glue's starting to break free from picking them up, putting them somewhere else, taking them and moving them around. They're not meant to be moved around like that. Like my garage, I think I showed a video on, I don't think it was here, but I think I showed it on Instagram where I had my new, I can show it again, my new little truck here. But yeah, this is not a slot car. It is a prop for the gas station. And then the gas station had, let's see, it's broken the letters off that used to say Dashers. The windows had fallen out. One of the garage door panels had fallen out. Wide turns coming off of it. And that's kind of where I was going with it. I was looking at putting the bank, because the bank should fit within the 6-foot area over on. It would be against. Let me see here. Yeah, it'd be against this wall right here where you see my printer in the background there. So it goes from there to over here, and that'd be a 6-foot section. I could definitely put a 330 bank turn in there, and I came up with a new idea for support on that. So I'm gonna have to pick up some material for that, but I think it'll work. A lot of the plastic Carrera angle poles they have, the bases have broken off just from sitting in there on the track, just from the track moving whenever you got a car running around it. So most of them I've got them screwed into different parts of the plastic because the holes are no longer there. It wasn't because I made them. I probably put them in too tight. That's probably what happened. So I'm just trying to. But I wanted something that always went across the back so you could hide everything. But usually I have another track coming down underneath it. So just thoughts I'm having in my head. I'm trying to share everything I'm thinking of as I'm looking at this. No, I could guess. I said this was a kind of a on the spur of the moment thing, just because of all that damn rain last night. I'm just tired of going and messing with it. I have to pump it out every time. Then I got to get fans in there, start drying the floor because it's concrete. I took up, it used to be tile. I took it all up before I put the tables in there. It's just not working. And believe it or not, that used to be a Christmas room, and I hardly ever had water problems. So go figure. I mean, we had that, it's been probably 9 years ago. We had one big torrential downfall right before Christmas, and it flooded that room. Flooded the carpet, flooded the presents under the trees. We even had some DC magazine comic books under there for one of our kids, and they got ruined. And I should have known then to start fixing this, and I didn't do it because it was rare. So I tried it, but did not like them when it was done. I tried the bank turns. How do I explain my version of the bank turns? I bought one because I just wanted to see what they were about. And I do like hitting them at fast speeds, but they're not as much fun as you would think they'd be, even with magnet or non-magnet, because you got to hit them at a good route of speed. Even if you have a magnet on it and you're running around at a slower pace, it'll stick to the track, but you may not make that curve very well. It tends to slow down real bad on those. Usually you got to hit them pretty hard. If you saw that last video of my track, that was basically running them on ghost mode, and you could see where they were hit that bank curve kind of slow. But if I made them any faster, they would have been faster on the 230 curves, and they would have slingshot it off. So that video was done with magnet cars. As I try to step away from doing magnet car or having magnets in all my cars, I'm trying to get back into the building. Right, this year's been a financial fiasco. Just to say the least. So the bank turn was just something I added. I know a lot of people use those, I call them suicide curves, but those, what are they called? Chicane curves. And I'm like, I always thought they were kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm thinking of the chaos that would happen every time you come around that corner and there's another car there to beat with you. I'm like, I'm not here to destroy my cars. At the end of my long stretch is an R3. I have the R3 curve, and then I have the R3 bank curve. Because at the time I started buying track, I was trying to buy a little bit of everything so I could see what worked and what didn't. And the only reason I didn't buy the 415 was because the 415 bank was because it was quite a bit higher than the 330, and I wasn't sure if I'd like it or not, so I didn't go all out. I went with 330 because of the DTM cars that kept saying they couldn't run on 130 or 230, so I went with the 330 track, just thinking that out. And then, of course, you end up liking it, but then you don't want to take it out because it adds something to the track. Does that make sense? It adds that little pizzazz, as I call it. But so yeah, that's basically what this live's about. I had better plans for this, but today I just kind of hit my ending on it, and I'm just fed up with water. And I want a track that I can just go in here, and it basically would be a lot easier with my office being right here, and I work on my cars in here. I can put a camera through the wall, for that matter, and show it on the track at a high angle, so you can see the whole track down the whole path. Sort of like if you guys watched from Racing World today, the truck series. That was a great angle. I loved it. They went from one end and went all the way across. I could do the same thing with the track being here, so that would be a great camera angle thing for it. Okay. So basically, I was just trying to throw this out there. I was planning to make this change, and I just wanted to apologize because, I've been doing this for what, 4 years? I'm going on 5, and never completed a track. And I'm not saying there's nothing against changing tracks all the time. You got to find what you like. So sometimes you just got to do the work. But I had a nice flowing track. I really did. I still do, actually. I was in the process of moving it 4 inches towards the fireplace because my up path on the back wall, the track had slid too far back, and I needed buildings to go behind it because I was trying to make that a whole cityscape there. So I was in the process of moving it 4 inches back, and then I started cutting up some styrofoam and trying to fit it where I needed to fit. And I was really excited about it. I was hoping next week would be my first live back. I'd be able to go to the track and show you guys real good progress. What was that? I had 4-lane HO track. It was banked. I forgot many things. Let me just bring this up here so I can read it while I'm talking to you. And I had an auction a few years ago, and I'm guessing everything was sold. I have a HO track. I haven't opened the box yet. It's been a plan for a couple of years now, I guess. At one point, I was going to give it away, and then the kids I was wanting to give it to didn't seem all that interested, so I just held on to it. I don't remember till a few years after the auction. Now, I love the slot car thing. Hey, Bradley, hey, Hearns, what are we doing? See you earlier. Just an impromptu, guys. Just trying to tell you what my plan is. Let me tell you a little bit about the little proxy thing. And I don't know if anybody would be interested in this, but I did see it in Marty's live on Halloween. Somebody had brought up making cars that were built around a theme. Now, they brought up Halloween, which I thought was great. I actually thought that would be kind of cool if people were interested in that kind of thing. I had already planned on doing a Christmas theme this year, where we run some cars. You guys do them up in a Christmas theme, send them here. I come up with a first, second, and third kind of thing, and then kind of a prize thing. Hadn't worked it out yet, and probably a little trophy of some kind for the top 3. Something maybe similar to what I had done here, but put them in like gold, silver, and bronze. Maybe a little smaller size. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But it'll be based off the same kind of thing, off of, and it's not necessarily a 3A 3D car, although that would probably be the best way to do it. It'd be a built car. The best reason to use 3A 3D is because they would all have the same kind of the chassis, the frames, you buy the same size motors, kind of the same thing as what they were running with the Home Racing World, but it'd be Christmas themed. And then if that would work out, I'd want it before Thanksgiving is what I was looking at. So I thought about doing it. If I had enough cars, I'd put them in the 12 Days of Christmas this year, which I thought would be kind of cool. Everybody would get a special spotlight on their car of me doing the 12 Days of Christmas. And also gives me a better theme, so I don't have to keep coming up with stuff. See, it's a win-win. Win-win-win. But I'd like to actually try it. I will get more details on that. I thought I'd bring it up. Maybe you guys can throw that around in your brains and see if you'd be interested in something like that. I'm just trying to think of. Let me get this thing off there. It's blocking my whole screen. So yeah, it'd be a Christmas themed car. However you want to design it. It's all about the creativity rather than just a race necessarily. I'd still run the cars. I'd still put a good time on them. Best appearance, best times. Tad's in here. I've already talked to him. I was gonna try and get him involved. I like to throw him in the middle of things, But if not, I'll run it myself. It's not a big deal. But it was just something I was interested in trying, and I did talk to Shotgun Dave about this a little bit, and he thought it was a great idea too. So I'm throwing it out there right now. I'll have more official information on that here later, as I get everything written down and get it figured out. But I wanted to make it something fun. You're just there working on cars. I was sitting there watching the 3A3D trucks today. I was like, I need to build a car. I really do. I've got several bodies. You guys have seen them. I've got several of them made. I just never actually finished turning them into slot cars. I've got that GTO. I've got a Nova. I've got an Oldsmobile, all in 132 scale. And I haven't done. Well, I think I got another one. Which was it? I still got that 55, the first one I ever tried to build. And I got a bunch of 124s up there. So, yeah. Hey, at least you entered, Ted. I saw that. You still had an 8.2, didn't you? 8.2? Is that what it was? 8.2? Or was it 8.3, 8.4? I'm not asking anybody for speed advice. The idea, and their same idea is not. It's not about who wins the race. It's the creativity of what you come up with for your livery and having the basically same build of a car and what you do with it. So I always thought that was cool because it is. It's really about the creative side of things. It really has nothing to do with the speed, although you do want it to be a part of the little factor in there, I guess. I don't want to misrepresent what they're trying to actually do. So I'll shut up about that part. I hate when cigarettes, most of you don't smoke, but cigarettes go out all the freaking time now. If you ain't smoking them, they burn out. I don't know. What's some comments of what you guys think of what I've said so far, as far as maybe the Christmas proxy. Let's talk about the racetrack itself. What's important to you? I know a lot of people go to the wood routed track. I'd still love to get my feet wet on one of those just to try it out. But I still talk to Daryl Rogers about that all the time. So surprisingly, he's not here. Or if he hit me on the phone or something. No. We throw jokes back and forth all the time, but because he sent me a card, I'm still trying to get it on the track. Rob Salas sent me a couple of cars I still need to show on my track. And I got my tires from Joe Carrera for my Cheddar's car. I haven't put them on yet because I was going to do the whole video all at once. But I got two sets of quick slicks for it in the back. Daryl Rogers has sent me super tires for my NSR Corvette, one of my Thunderslot cars, and one of my Sideways cars. And I need to show all those too, show the differences in those. I'm a silicone guy, and the only reason I say that is because if you have any big list of cars, which I'm not saying mine's big, but it's big enough for me that I'm sitting there going, what happens? I had my first car I grabbed off the shelf the other day when I was just running the track. It was a Carrera car, and the tires were melted. I'm like, they just kind of, they just kind of loosened up on the rim and they were ready to fall off. Silicone lasts for a long time, guys. It's the only reason I even go that direction. It's like I'm looking at longevity versus, you know, so when I go to grab a car, I can grab it off the track if I haven't ran it in a while. Pretty good chance it's still going to run really quick. I switch to chewing tobacco. I've quit smoking a few times. Yeah, it's just, I came to the conclusion I would love to slow down, but I don't think I want to give it up. And that's probably bad. People are going to go, what? But it's just really bad. Hey, don't knock Chad. He makes some great stuff, man. I talked to him about a lot of that stuff too because I think he's wicked with the truck now. He doesn't have to win any races. It looks great. Of course, John Tucci, that Oreo cookie freaking kills me. Makes you hungry. That's what it does. But that was a great livery. I just loved it. It came out of, to me, it came out of nowhere. I was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting something like that. That was kind of cool. Yeah, they are expensive. I have to buy mine down in Kentucky, which luckily we're not that far from the line. They're, let's see, a carton of cigarettes in Indiana, Evansville, for the brand I smoke, which I don't. I've been smoking a cheaper brand, but the brand I smoke would be about $132 a carton now. If I bought them in Kentucky, they're still under 100. Not much, but just under 100. I don't buy those. I buy the other ones. I can get them for. I get coupons all the time from Marlboro for the particular brands. I get them for about $35 a carton. So until that goes up, then I'm screwed. Then it'll be one. I might have to roll them. Done that in my past. Sad thing is, I didn't start smoking until I was an adult. See, they don't teach you this stuff of the world. Guys count so suck, don't they? They don't tell you how to manipulate the world when you get out there. They just tell you how to be part of the system. There was a couple other things I was going to talk about. And I try to write things down, guys. That's some other things. Like I said, the new series, the Santa's List is going to be a new series. I'll probably have something going on with that. It'll be put in my lives. It won't be something I do on a regular, just show a video of. It'll be talking about a particular car that I've seen, whether it be one of your guys' cars or one of the new cars that somebody's put out, and I just have to get my hands on one. I don't plan to be buying too many more per se livery cars. I'm getting so I like actually with my track. I've been doing a lot of building. I had magnetic racing buildings. I found that I've been building some stuff with cardboard. I've been using my printer for a few things, just to make it more of a city look. What's that? The bullshit is long. Right. Can't get wintergreen. Yeah, Tucci he had it on there. Weren't you in fourth there, John? I think you had the fourth position truck today. We'll find out when it goes to days. I mean, here's the thing: it's a different track every time. So you. Oh no. Hey, the Oreo truck works, man. It's been winning. Like I said, it came out of left field from. I mean, I actually just enjoyed it because it came from a different direction. Didn't think would come out. I thought it was great. I don't even like Oreo cookies. Your best was on Tad's track. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you did really well on that track. I'm trying to. There's been a lot of races. This has been like I said, they were discussing that earlier too. It's really been one of the longest series they've had in slot cars. I think it's pretty cool, but it takes so much time. Shotgun Dave! I wouldn't say all the cool people are here, just the people that want to see me cry. No. Welcome. I'll catch you up, Shotgun's heard this more than anybody. So, Shotgun, and anybody else I may have missed along the way, yeah, I'm having to move my track to this other room. I've had enough of the rainwater. Can't deal with it no more until I can get it fixed, which by then I'll probably have this track laid out and I won't care. So it'll probably be a permanent move. It's going to go to this other room. I will lose 5 feet in length. I'll lose 2 feet in width maybe, but I can correct that in a couple of places, so that shouldn't be a problem. Like I said, that basically this is a 9 by 9 by 9 office. That's a 15 by 15 by 15 by 15 going all the way around. So the only problem is there's so many damn doorways going into it. Exactly. Hey, a squirrel. That's how I am most days. That's how my lives go too. I go one direction and then all of a sudden, hey, squirrel. Oh crap. Forgive me, guys. It's just the way I am. I can't do anything about it. So anyway, yeah, I just been looking at things and trying to figure out. Today was just the day. I went in there and I was just like, I just had enough. All it's doing is, and I would bring the camera in there, but I'm not going to. The feet, are 2x4s on the tables, and this has been several times this year, and I had a couple times, really bad times last year. The table legs are starting to show blackness around the bottom, which means they're rotting. So, I didn't put anything under them. I should, and you never know how high the water's going to get in that room. I do chase a lot of squirrels. I can't stay focused on one thing at a time. I can't multitask, or as my wife says all the time, you can't multitask. Yes, I can. I can do several things. Because yeah, you can't do one thing at a time while doing something else with it. Because you have to stop, do that exact thing, come right back. You know what? You end up vacuuming and organizing. I've been doing that. That's a lot of work. Like I had all my buildings on this table in here, which I'm working on that room now. They're all back in the other room across that back shelf up there on the high end. Because I was afraid I'd knock them off and do more damage to the buildings than it's already done to them. And then the only building that hasn't been moved is the garage I'm working on back here, which is for Shotgun Dave. Almost got it done, buddy. Almost got it done. Well, I've been promising it since Christmas. And here it is halfway through the year. You might get it by Christmas. Yeah, just because that's the squirrel treatment right there. Work on Dave's thing. Oh, squirrel! Go work on something else. Because I finished this little truck. I've done Tad's little water truck over here. I've been working on a couple other props. Building some cardboard buildings. One of them's going to be a hotel. The other one's going to be like a picture theater. And then there's reasons for everything I build. They have some. They'll mean something to everybody when you see it. Let's put it that way. I have a tendency to try and flash movie stuff in because I used to watch movies all the time. I don't watch them as much as I used to, but of course they haven't had anything what I consider good since F1 last year. I still love that. I've watched that movie probably 100 times. It's very motivational. It makes you want to work on your track, makes you want to drive your cars. Still, by far, best movie of 2025 as far as I'm concerned. And this year, yeah, I haven't seen anything really slips my fancy. So yeah, you need to do some recording tonight since all your organizing and vacuuming's done, Bradley. See how I did that? Squirrel. Oh, guys. Like I said, this was an impromptu. I started off as angry, and then I just kind of calmed down. And I go, I feel like I need to tell you guys what was going on because I just showed this track, and I was like, yeah, we're going somewhere. And I've been working diligently on it. Been putting more time into slot cars lately than I have anything else, and that's going to get me in trouble. But that's just the way I do it. So I've been kind of silent. I don't like showing videos of building things because to me sometimes that can be kind of boring. Unless you're actually interested in doing it yourself, it's not something people want to watch, and I wouldn't want to watch it. Now I do watch a lot of videos dealing with crafts and stuff like that to build, and then there's figuring out, can you do that? Do you have the money, or do you have the tools to do that? And all that stuff takes time. My parts back here on the back wall, my slot cars, it took a while just to get that, and I was always building car to car. You used a colorful envelope? I will let you know. Didn't you say something about that possibly coming Monday? I haven't looked for it, so I don't know if anybody checked the mail yesterday. We were just kind of busy doing other things. But yeah, I look forward to. I guess when I open the mailbox, I'm usually the one that gets the mail, so I'll be like, oh, I think I know who this is from. I'll just skip past all my bills, go right to that, and go, all right, something positive today. You don't want to see no stinking bills, especially now the heat turned on, and I can't wait to see our air conditioning bill for this next month. Anyway, oh Lord. It went out Tuesday or Wednesday. It might already be here. I honestly, like I said, we did not get the mail yet. I don't think anybody's went and got the mail. I can probably run out there right now and get it. After this live, of course. I'm not going to leave you guys. I'm not going to scroll off like that. Maybe that's another name I should add to my list of names for my lives. The wildling squirrel, the squirrel wildling wild hour on Sundays, or that's just like everything. It's like my track; it changes all the time. I don't mean to be that way, guys. I really don't. But I'm always one of those people. I wouldn't call myself a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist, but I see something, I go, I can do better, and I can't just. It's like I'm never satisfied with where I can get to. I just want to push it a little further and push it a little further, and sometimes that gets me in trouble. I over detail things that nobody's ever going to see. Like this truck I did. Yesterday I actually tried to pick. I don't have it in front of me anymore. I cleaned up a little bit. I was trying to take this chrome-like Christmas. They're like little bungee straps for wrapping around presents instead of ribbon. It would be these little bungee straps. I have gold, red, and green. I was trying to make it into a chain to go up to the back for the hook on the back of the tow truck. But the problem is it kept wanting to fall apart when I tried to put it through the yeah, that's it. Damn it. When I was trying to put it through the top of, when I was trying to put it through this hole right here, let's see if I can get a better angle. I'm trying to put it through the hole there. It's supposed to come back down this way. And I got the reel sitting over here. I haven't glued it in place yet. But kept wanting to catch on it. I even took a small file and filed it out a little bit, trying to clean it up. I still can't get it to go through there. It wants to spread out, like any piece of thread when you try to put it through the head of a needle. So, yard work. Who's done yard work? I haven't done yard work. Now that it rained like it did last night, I might be doing that tomorrow when I get home from work in that hot, steamy bath. I still got to clear coat it, but I don't want it to be too shiny, so I might have to pick up some. I mean, it turned out all right. I put a lot of mud look on the wheels because I seen your track and I was trying to. So I put wood up. I threw some mud up under it instead of if you knocked it over. Um, I want to take some acetate sheets and cut them down to size to fit the windows, so it has more of a glare, so it looks more like a tinted window rather than. Yeah, I'm trying to get it there. I didn't put. I'm not putting any labels on it. You'll have to put your own labels on it. You know, it's a filament printer. Uh, who was I talking to? I think it was the fingers I was talking to the other day about because I have a resin printer, but it broke. Whether it was worth me going back and fixing it or not. This thing's sliding off my head today. Um, Resin's messy. I really don't like working with it. It makes great product. But like the other day, I had a driver that I had built when I had the printer. And there was a girl flicking off with both fingers out the window. It was going to go. She was going in a car. Well, in the process of moving things around, I dropped her on the floor. Didn't realize I did. I guess I stepped on her. And I've had that thing for my printer's been down for most of this year. So it was sometime last year when I did it. Believe it or not, she was still wet on the inside. Don't don't go there with the jokes. I know it's coming, but there was actually still the it was still wet from the resin on the inside. I couldn't believe it. It's been sitting there for a long minute. A little bit 90s here. West Coast, welcome. Did I miss anybody else that came in? Sorry, I've been turning around looking at other things, showing you guys stuff. Go back for a second. Like I said, this was more of an impromptu live. I really didn't have everything planned out. I try to catch shows as much as I can. Your guys' channels. It's difficult from time to time. So yeah, like sometimes I'll make it to somebody's show and sometimes I just can't make it. I end up watching it, but I don't get to see it when you're doing the show. So I usually try to make a comment if I've watched it. Generally, I don't. I don't like not leaving a comment. I'm a talky kind of person, I guess. No, I always make a comment because I want you to know that I actually watched it, took the time, and I cared enough to watch. Some people don't do that. They just, just like there are a lot of people that don't hit like buttons. I'm 100. I have 107 views. I have 3 likes. Doesn't help with the progress of the channel part of it. I don't care. I really don't. I'm just doing my thing. And I want everybody to do their own thing. If you ever wanted to start a channel, those of you who don't have one and maybe watching right now, start a channel. It ain't about numbers at all. Just get out there telling your side of the story. Oh, there's Chris Frater. You're stuck at work again today? Damn. Just popped in to say hello. Well, hello. And I got something going out to Chris Frater too. So I gotta get some stuff in the mail. I got stuff for Shane still here from Christmas. I got Shotgun Dave. I got something for Chris. I got something for Tad. Santa's a busy man. I shouldn't say it that way. Then everybody will be like, well, I didn't get anything. You must not care about me at all. That's not how it works. So, yeah. When I go to the post office, they're going to love me. I got a lot to mail out. Then Bradley stickers get in here. I'll have his address so I can send them back. Send him the stickers back the other direction. I don't know why we didn't. I want to say we exchanged it before, but I don't know what happened. Anyway. The 2 brothers, Chris and Chris. I gotta love it. Oh, there's my dog Yukon. His annoying self. That's all I have really for today, guys. We do. I'm bad about it. I've got a lot of stickers, and I meant to do a lot more with it. Um, my wall doesn't get very many anymore because I don't think about it. You know, and then I keep the extras. Usually, everybody sends them in pairs, so I keep the spare because I wanted to put something with around my track at the same time. So they're all sitting in a bottom drawer over here, stacked up, waiting for me to figure out what I'm going to do with them all, as far as around the track. Maybe once I paint the frame, I thought about doing something like putting around on the frame, going around the table, underneath the table, something similar to. I'm trying to think who's got something like that. I've seen one that did. So similar to Harry. Harry does that. I'd like to do something like that. I don't want them on the track because you never know when the track's going to get broke or whatever, and then now it's gone. Now you got to go, hey man, I need another sticker. Or it's somebody who doesn't do it anymore, like DNA. They don't do stickers. Or I still have their one version of stickers I got from Pete over at Tech Fans, and I made a billboard out of it, and I still have it. It'll still go on my layout. A lot of you probably know her, but some of you don't. She was the beast as far as slot cars. She was great. I miss them. I send something to them here every once in a while, and sometimes they respond back, sometimes they don't. But, yeah, I think they still have the channel stuff up. I'm not sure if it is or not. You can look up DNA, and you can see what I'm talking about if you don't know who I'm talking about. That would be something to watch. She was great. It was a daughter-dad team. They did great. It was really cool. That's all I can say. So that's about it for my live. Unless you guys want to add something, I can keep going. Yeah, I gotta get this comment down. It's been set up for a while. They say not to give out your address on here. Huh? The best way to reach me is usually through Instagram now and Facebook Messenger. If I don't get it that way, I generally don't respond to it. Emails, I get flooded with emails all the time. And so I'm like, if I give out, like West Coast, if I give yours out, it might come in as a spam and I won't ever see it because I just delete those automatically. I don't even look at them anymore. So Messenger or hit me up on Instagram. I will respond. I always do. And, then I have your address and I'll send you a bunch of jokes that, I see randomly throughout the day. Ask Tad. Ask Dave. Ask Daryl. Well, Daryl does it to me, so that's where it started. I'm blaming it on him, even though he's not here. You're watching some of these videos, you find something humorous, you just want to share it with somebody for some particular reason. So I pick the people I send it to, but sometimes I get a little overbearing with it. I flood everybody. Yeah, West Coast, we definitely need to do some. Anybody else that I don't have, I need to get some stickers from you guys too. I think I have most of everybody that's in this chat. I think. Let me see. Going back to the list. I don't have Tad's, but I've been trying to create his. Ask him. He'll tell you. I tried to make him a logo the other day. It was just for fun, but I should have just brought. You know what? I should have brought the picture up here just for fun. Throw it out there. It was Tornado Tad. But I didn't ask permission to do that yet, so I wouldn't want to embarrass him that way. That's not my logo. That's terrible. Oh, guys, thanks for listening to me. I love doing lives because I prefer just to, chat with everybody and see what people are saying. Regular videos, I like doing them when I'm just wanting to show the track and show some cars, but lives is where you get to intertwine with everybody, have that cookout together and just bullshit. That's what I like about it. That's why I like Marty's live. I like Joe Carrera's live. But, those lives are great. Shotgun Dave, when he does a live, Hint, hint. He's getting ready to do a truck series, so he'll be busy for a while. He'll be doing some lives for quite a bit. Anyway, y'all have a great Sunday, and thanks for listening to me ramble on and squirrel everywhere. And I will talk to you again soon. I will be working on this progress pretty much right after I get off here. I've been working on this room this morning. Ever since I saw the water in there, I'm like, yep, got to do that. So you guys take care. Remember, keep running your slot cars. It definitely makes the day go better every time you run one. Unless you got water standing underneath it. If I had a boat I could put in it, maybe I can make it part of the scenery. What do you think? All right, on that note, y'all have a good one. Thanks. Bye.